50 years after it was first released, the Beatles' album Revolver sounds as fresh as ever. The group's seventh album marked a new direction that fans loved. Tribute band The Bootleg Beatles still perform the album's tracks, including favourites like Yellow Submarine, Eleanor Rigby and Taxman. But I'm interested in some of the more innovative songs from that 1966 recording session, the ones that use backmasking. Backmasking is the technique of playing the recording of an instrument or vocals backwards in a forward-playing song, and it's all over Revolver. It produces an ethereal sound, evident on John Lennon's reversed vocals at the end of Rain, recorded at the same session.
There is a debate. Was it John Lennon or was it George Martin who came up with it? John Lennon says that he took a tape of the recording session home and he played it a little worse for wear, put the tape in back to front, loved the sounds, thought it was far out. Let's do that, he said the next day. George Martin, who, bear in mind, was an expert on sound effects with all the Connery records he'd done, he said that there was a space there. He thought of flipping the tape over and he put it in and John Lennon loved it. Was it John? Was it George? We'll never know.
But how do you make backmasking work in the studio? Take another Revolver classic, I'm Only Sleeping. It has lots of tracks laid on top of each other.
Then you need to figure out the backwards melody.
It's not simply enough to take a line of notes and play them in reverse. It's about capturing that otherworldly sound that playing something backwards produces.
So, you have to put everything you recorded together, listen to it backwards, and try to find an improvisation to match.
The solo on I'm Only Sleeping, that's a composed backwards solo, meaning George Harrison, instead of just playing randomly and saying that sounds nice, he composed it in a melodic line, but backwards, and that is an arduous process, whoever does it. That was a 6 or 7 hour session. Jeff Emerick, who was the chief engineer at the time, his account is that it was a long day. My take on it is I'm really pleased George Harrison took the time. We've ended up with a beautiful piece of music.
So this is what I've recorded. And this is what it sounds like reversed.
Altogether, it sounds like this.
Not bad.
The Beatles didn't have the original idea for this. Thomas Edison, inventor of the phonograph, found that rotating his cylinder backwards made a still melodious, sweet and novel sound. And even before that, Mozart is the composer attributed to a mirror duet, whereby two musicians perform the same piece of music, only one of them reads it upside down and backwards. It's delightful. Still, it was the Beatles who popularised this backwards technique. Now, there's a multitude of examples in modern music.
Backmasking has been used in many different ways in the last 50 years since Revolver was released. The Who have done that, the Rolling Stones, Jimi Hendrix. The Stone Roses, for instance, tried to evoke that psychedelic feel that the Beatles had pretty much invented. On their debut album, you have the song Waterfall, followed by Don't Stop. It's just Waterfall flipped over. And there's many other artists that have done it.
US rock band Tool has been plagued by censorship, with critics looking for dark messages in their lyrics.
They pulled a fast one on their song Intention, and they used some backmasking, and it might sound quite demonic. It says, work hard, stay in school. Work hard. It's something that is not exactly what the censors would be looking for.
As with so much of modern music, you have to go backwards to the greats before you can go forwards. Thank you, Mozart, Edison, and the Beatles.